Ambulances. Nur Shams near Tulkarem, the refugee camp after attacking the Israeli forces. He says, while Israeli forces expanded their operations soil, at least 6 Palestinians were killed in Israeli drone strike during a raid on a refugee camp north of occupied West Bank. Night drone strike. Palestinian Red Crescent Association and health officials on Wednesday in a statement. Tulkarem town next to the Nur Shams refugee camp hit a group of Palestinians. According to the Palestinian Ministry of Health, 6 bodies were taken to a local hospital with several injured people. Al Jazeera's Imran Khan. The raid, standing and watched between the ages of 16 to 29. 6 victims were reported to be young men. The drone came from above and the men didn't have a chance. It was a deliberate killing shot, he said. Al Jazeera's Alan Fisher, who is aware of occupied East Jerusalem, said that the largest raid in refugee camp within 24 hours. It was told that they were en route to Nur Shams to arrest people who were snipers on roof and Israelites were sought. Fisher added that raids for a second night in the refugee camp worry more people than what could happen later. After strike at Nur Shams, Prcs said that Israeli army prevented dead and injury of ambulances. Al Jazeera's Khan said, people tried to help the victims, but for at least a half hours, the Israelis would not allow ambulances to enter. These people are dead. Al Jazeera. An Israeli soldier entering ambulance and stabbed a man on his neck. He spoke with the resources in local hospital. The Israeli army raided raids in the cities of Bethlehem, Jenin, Hebron and Tubas on one night. WAFA reported that 3 people were injured in the Dheisheh refugee camp in Bethlehem. At least 12 people were detained by Israeli forces in West Bank, which is occupied during night raids. Commission of Prisoners and Former Detaines Affairs and Palestinian Prisoner Club. Violence in the West Bank. Israel's war on the Gaza Strip began on the 7th of October. At that time, more than 300 people were killed and more than 4,700 Palestinians were arrested. In the Gaza Strip, at least 20,915 people were killed and 54,918 injured in Israeli attacks since October 7. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said their forces would not reduce intensity war and instead that they would deepen operations in southern Gaza. Chief General Staff Israeli Army, Herzi Halevi, said Gaza war will continue for several months.